they basically told us it's now or never. You know, she's not going to get any better by herself. She's got to have the surgery. And about an hour later, they came back and got her. And surgery took a little over 2 hours, probably 2 hours and 15 minutes. Are you getting bored? Huh? Are you getting bored? But they let me hold her before they took her down for surgery. And I got to hold her for a full hour before they did that. So that was, yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. But it was about a little over 2 hours later when they came back up. And I can remember to this day exactly the look in her doctor's face, because he had no emotions when he was walking into her room to tell us what had happened. And I don't think I've ever been so scared in that moment to hear what he had to say. And I can still remember him saying, you know, she's fine. She's fine and she done great. And she's gonna be okay. And it was the best words that I've ever heard. And then after that, he told us that if everything heals like he thinks, then she should be able to eat within a week. So that was exciting. You know, it was a big day, and that was the first time that we had hope that, you know, she was going to be okay. So then the next day, July 7th, they went ahead and clamped her chest tube, because since the surgery, like, she looked like a completely different baby. Like, the day before, she was so swollen, you could barely even recognize her. And because of her stomach, you know, it was pushing her lungs up that she still couldn't breathe. So after the surgery, it fixed all that. So, you know, on the 7th, they clamped her chest tube, and they wanted to see how she would do without it. And then that was the day that she opened her eyes and looked at us, and that was the best feeling ever. They started weaning her off of her ventilation. She was still intubated, but she wasn't sedated anymore. So then on the 8th, they took her chest tube out. And then on the 9th, they took her breathing tube out. Yeah. And she did great. She had to have a little bit of the nasal oxygen for, I think, 1 day. And then she was fine. She didn't need any, you know, assistance breathing. Her lung was completely healed. And then, let's see, on the 13th, they did the dye test again to see if her stomach had healed. And it had. And so we got to start feeding her very little at a time. And the 21st, she was going home. And she's done great. From them saying that she was going to be there for 2 to 3 months or longer, and her leaving the NICU in 3 weeks, like, that is a miracle. Like, 100% miracle. Like, she's our little miracle baby. And she's so strong and such a fighter. And she has the battle wounds and the scars to prove it. Oh, I know it. She's getting sleepy. But all of this really only happened, like, within a matter of days. But to us, it felt like months. Like, the July 4th day, when all that happened, it felt like months that all that happened. And it only happened in a 24-hour time frame. But if you watched all this video, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the prayers. We really do appreciate it. Say, I really appreciate it. Oh, okay. All right, so she's hungry and she's ready for a nap. So we're going to go.